Your High Priestess has the following message for you today. Feel free to respond to your soulmate through this video in the comments, as your words at the soul level will reach your soulmate. Also, like this video to activate the energy of this video in your life. Subscribe to my channel as well so that we can remain connected through the collective and future messages for you, from me, your High Priestess, through the universe, can be received and conveyed to you through future videos. You may feel lost and alone when the person who is dear to your heart withdraws. This feeling is heavy to bear, but it does not reflect your worth. Rather, it shows that you possess a deep capacity for connection, a skill not everyone shares or understands. Right now, however, this special person is claiming time and space for themselves. Perhaps they are going through a phase of self-reflection or facing personal challenges they want or need to tackle on their own. It's not easy, but you continue on your path. Your life is filled with moments of growth and self-discovery. Maybe you're starting to explore a new hobby, or you find solace and strength in your routine. Perhaps you're spending more time with friends or family who are close to you and support you. This is a time when you're recognizing and nurturing your own abilities and passions. The person who is dear to your heart may be absent, but you're finding ways to fill your days with joy. Perhaps you're journaling, painting, reading, or meditating. You're learning to appreciate the silence and finding a new friend in tranquility. You're beginning to understand that it's okay not to constantly be in the company of another to feel complete. With time, you may notice that the person who is dear to your heart is slowly starting to open up. It's not an abrupt change but a gradual process. Perhaps they begin to open up to you in small steps through short messages or conversations. It shows that they are starting to explore and possibly overcome their fears and insecurities. You sense that something has changed, not only in them but also in yourself. You've learned to be patient, both with yourself and with them. You've realized that genuine connections take time to grow and flourish. You now know that sometimes the greatest progress is made in the quietest moments. In this new phase of your relationship, you begin to notice the small changes. Maybe they share more of their thoughts and feelings with you or show in other ways that they care about you. It's a slow dance in which you both learn to listen to the music of life and move together. This is just a small part of your journey, but an important one. You've learned to be strong even when you're alone. You've learned to wait without losing hope. And you've learned to give love without expecting something in return right away. These lessons are invaluable. The path ahead of you is still uncertain, and it's impossible to say exactly what the future holds. But one thing is certain, you are on your way to a richer, fuller self, and no matter what happens, you will be ready to face it with openness and strength. Perhaps the person who is dear to your heart will be by your side, or perhaps not. But you will continue, with or without him, because you have learned to be your own anchor. As you continue to focus on your own journey of self-discovery, the relationship with your heart person also evolves. He begins to share his inner world with you, which had long remained closed. These are small glimpses he grants you, perhaps a poem he loves, a song that moves him, or a childhood memory that shaped him. These moments are precious because they are signs of his trust and willingness to open up to you. You also notice changes in the way he communicates with you. His messages are more thoughtful, his words carefully chosen. He seems to recognize the power of words and how they can strengthen the bridge between you two. Even when you don't always agree, you learn to discuss in a constructive manner that helps both of you understand each other better. It might be that he starts showing more interest in your activities. Perhaps he asks about the book you're reading or the project you're working on. He not only shows interest but also support for your passions and goals. It's a new level of connection that's building, a sign that he is not only present but also emotionally invested. In the moments when you are together, whether physically or virtually, there is a new depth. You enjoy the shared silence as much as the conversations. You learn to be in the here and now, to appreciate the time together without being burdened by the past or overwhelmed by the future. This ability to savor the moment is another step toward a more mature and deeper connection. You may notice that he makes an effort to integrate you into his daily life. He shares more of his daily routines, his work challenges, or the little things that bring him joy. It's as if he's making a place for you in his life that goes beyond the moments when you are directly connected. There are still days when he withdraws, but these days become rarer, and their shadows less dark. You learn that these retreats do not mean the end but are simply part of a natural rhythm. You understand that everyone needs their space to breathe, grow, and stay true to themselves. Your heart person is learning too. He learns that it's okay to be vulnerable, that it takes strength to open up, and that it takes courage to allow true closeness. He learns that love doesn't restrict but provides freedom. These changes are subtle and often quiet, but they are there. Together, you are building a future based on understanding, respect, and mutual support. You learn to be partners who are not just standing next to each other but also there for each other. It's a time of change, a time of growth. You are no longer the person you were, and your heart person is also on the path to becoming someone new. Together, you explore the possibilities of a relationship that is based on more than just feelings, a relationship that is based on the choice to be together, to grow together, and to experience life together in all its facets. As you continue on your own path, you continue to explore your inner self. And your heart person does the same. It is a time of personal growth for both of you, where you learn to respect your individual boundaries while building a bridge of understanding. In this phase of the relationship, you begin to notice subtle changes in your heart person's behavior. Perhaps it's the way he now listens more attentively when you talk about your dreams and fears. Maybe it's the fact that he takes the time to truly understand what moves you and what worries you. These small gestures of mindfulness are like sunbeams breaking through the clouds. They warm your heart and reinforce the feeling that your connection is growing and becoming stronger. You realize that he is starting to involve you in his decisions. Not in an overwhelming or obligatory way, but by asking for your opinion, valuing your perspective, and involving you in shaping a shared future. It's a sign of respect and appreciation that elevates the relationship to a new level. It's not just the big gestures that matter, but also the small everyday things you now share. The shared laughter over an inside joke, the exchange of glances that speak volumes, and the moments of silence that are no longer marked by discomfort but by deep understanding. These little building blocks form the foundation of a lasting bond. There are times when doubts and uncertainties arise, like waves crashing against the shore. But instead of being overwhelmed by them, you learn to accept these waves as part of the ocean you're swimming through together. You learn that it's normal to have insecurities and that they don't have to mean the end of a relationship but can offer an opportunity for openness and honesty. Your heart person begins to tell you about his dreams and hopes, his plans and wishes for the future. It's a sign that he sees you as a part of his life, not just in the here and now, but also in the many tomorrows to come. And as the landscape of your relationship constantly changes, you find comfort in the constancy of your shared values and goals. You learn that change doesn't have to be scary, but rather a natural development that makes both of you better people. In the end, it's the journey itself that matters, not the destination. Each day offers a new opportunity to learn, grow, and love. You are travelers on the path of life, and every step you take together is a step toward deeper understanding and richer love. Bear in mind that this prediction is a guide, not a fixed destiny. The future always depends on the decisions we make in the present. Therefore, always act with love and kindness, and you can find a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. This was today's message for you. I deeply appreciate your time and trust, and I would be delighted to receive a like, a comment, or a free subscription if my messages resonate with you. Your support helps me to strengthen my channel and reach more people whom I can assist. It was wonderful to have you here. Do not hesitate to drop by again and listen to the future messages of the universe from your High Priestess.